Hello everyone, welcome again. In previous video we have learned with the help of two examples that how to find inverse Z transform using partial fraction and direct formula. In this video I am going to take two more examples which are very important and technical examples on inverse Z transform by partial fraction and direct formula. So our first example is find the inverse Z transform of Z cube minus 20Z upon Z minus 2 whole cube into Z minus 4. So given u bar Z is what? Z cube minus 20Z upon Z minus 2 whole cube into Z minus 4. Now from numerator we take Z common and then we transfer this Z in the left hand side, then we get the value of u bar Z upon Z. So after taking Z common from the numerator we get u bar Z upon Z is equal to, here we have Z square minus 20Z, Z square minus 20 after taking Z common, and in denominator we have Z minus 2 whole cube into Z minus 4. Now in the right hand side of equation 2 we apply the partial fraction technique. So by using partial fraction we get the partial fraction of Z square minus 20 upon Z minus 2 whole cube into Z minus 4 is this is repeated factor, linear repeated factor, and this is linear factor, non-repeated. So the partial fraction is a upon Z minus 2 plus b upon Z minus 2 whole square plus c upon Z minus 2 whole cube plus d upon Z minus 4. So this is the partial fraction of this expression. Now we have to find the value of constant a, b, c and d. And for that we multiply both sides with this denominator factor, that is we multiply whole expression by Z minus 2 whole cube into Z minus 4. Then we get in left hand side we have Z minus 2 Z square minus 20 because this factor is cancelled. Now in right hand side we have a into Z minus 2 whole square into Z minus 4 plus b, here Z minus 2 whole square cancel, so we have Z minus 2 into Z minus 4 plus c, here Z minus 2 whole cube is cancelled, then we have only Z minus 4 plus d into, here Z minus 4 cancel, then we have Z minus 2 whole cube. Now we select the value of Z is 2. Then this factor and this factor is 0. These all terms are 0. Here for Z equal to 2 we get 4 minus 20 which is minus 16. And here for Z equal to 2 these all terms are 0. And for Z equal to 2 we get minus 2c. So finally which gives the value of c is equal to 8. Now we select Z equal to 4. Then we get, for Z equal to 4, here we have 16 minus 20, that is minus 4, equal to, here Z equal to 4, then this term is 0. For Z equal to 4, this term is 0. For Z equal to 4, this term is 0. And here we get 4 minus 2, that is 2. 2 cube is 8. So we have d into 8. And which finally we get d equal to minus 4 by 8, that is minus 1 by 2. So these are the values of c and d. Further we have to find the value of a and b. So we put Z equal to 1. In this expression we put Z equal to 1. Then we get 1 square is 1. 1 minus 20 is minus 19. And here a into 1 minus 2 minus 1 square is 1. And here we get minus 3. Plus b into, for Z equal to 1 we get minus 1 into minus 3, plus c into minus 3 for z equal to 1, and here minus 1 cube is minus 1. So we have d into minus 1 cube. And further simplify this expression, we get minus 19 is equal to minus 3a plus 3b. This is the value of c is 8, so 8 into 3 is minus 24, plus value of d is minus 1 by 2, and this is minus 1, so plus 1 by 2. Now simplify these numerical values in left hand side, we get minus 3a plus 3b equal to 9 by 2, and which further gives divide by 3, we get minus a plus b is equal to 3 by 2. So this is one equation in two variable a and b. Now similarly we select z equal to minus 1 in the expression. In this expression we select z equal to minus 1, then we get minus 1 square is plus 1, then again minus 19, here a into minus 3 square into minus 5, plus b into, here we get z equal to minus 1, then minus 3 into minus 5, plus c into minus 1 into minus 4 is minus 5, plus d into minus 3 cube. So for z equal to minus 1, this expression gives this result. Now simplify this expression, we get minus 19 equal to, here 9 plus 9 into minus 5, so minus 45a, plus here 15b, the value of c is 8, so minus 40, and this is minus 27, and value of d is 1 minus 1 by 2, so we have plus 27 by 2. Further simplify the numerical values in left hand side, we get minus 45a plus 15b is equal to, these all terms gives 15 by 2. Now divide this whole expression by 15, we get minus 3a plus b is equal to 1 by 2. So these are two equations in a and b. Now simplify these two equations simultaneously, we get the values of a and b. So finally, after simplifying these two simultaneous equations in a and b, we get the value of a is 1 by 2 and the value of b is 2. So this we complete the partial fraction and we find the value of constant a, b, c and d. Now putting the values of a, b, c, d in the partial fraction, we get the value of u bar z upon z. So with the value of u bar z upon z is equal to a is 1 by 2 upon z minus 2 plus b upon z minus 2 whole square, so value of b is 2, plus c upon z minus 2 whole cube, the value of c is 8, plus d upon z minus 4. So the value of d is minus 1 by 2 and upon z minus 4. Now further we transfer this z 1 upon z in right hand side and multiply with all these numerators, we get u bar z is equal to 1 by 2 constant into z upon z minus 2 plus 2 constant z upon z minus 2 whole square plus 8z upon z minus 2 whole cube minus 1 by 2 z upon z minus 4. Now taking the inverse z transform, we get inverse z transform of u bar z is equal to 1 by 2 constant as it is, inverse z transform of z upon z minus 2 plus inverse z, we take these two term simultaneously, we get inverse z transform of, here z minus 2 whole cube is LCM, and then simplify these two terms. In numerator we get 2z square plus 4z. Here in these two terms we take z minus 2 whole cube LCM and then simplify, we get 2z square plus 4z and their inverse z transform. Here minus 1 by 2 as it is, inverse z transform of z upon z minus 4. Now as we know, the inverse z transform of z upon z minus a is a power n, because the z transform of a power n is what? Z upon z minus a. So inverse z transform of z upon z minus a, z upon z minus a is a power n, and this formula we derive when we learn about multiplication by n factor. Then we have z inverse z transform of n square into a n is a z square plus a square z upon z minus a whole cube, and therefore inverse z transform of a z square plus a square z upon z minus a whole cube is n square into a power n. So these two formula we use here. Then inverse z transform of u bar z is un is equal to 1 by 2 inverse z transform of z upon z minus a is a power n, and here a is 2, so we have 2 power n. Similarly here minus 1 by 2 constant as it is, inverse z transform of z upon z minus a is a power n, and here a is 4, so we have 4 power n. And now this expression is what? For a equal to 2, we get inverse z transform of 2z square plus 4z upon z minus 2 whole cube, which is n square into a power n, and here a is 2, so we have n square into 2 power n. So this is the inverse z transform of this expression, n square into 2 power n. And further this we can write un is 2 power n minus 1 plus n square into 2 power n minus 4 power n upon 2. So this is the inverse z transform using partial fraction and direct formula. So use of this formula is very important in this example. Similarly, we take another important example based on these two formula. Next example is find the inverse z transform of z cube minus 8z upon z minus 4 whole cube. This example is very important and very tricky examples. So let us see how to find its inverse z transform using partial fraction and direct formula. So given u bar z is z cube minus 8z upon z minus 4 whole cube. From numerator we take z common and transfer it in left hand side. We get u bar z upon z is equal to, here we have z square minus 8 after taking z common. So z square minus 8 upon z minus 4 whole cube. Now we apply the partial fraction technique for the right hand side of equation 2. Therefore this denominator is linear repeated factor. So its partial fraction is given by z square minus 8 upon z minus 4 whole cube is equal to a upon z minus 4 plus b upon z minus 4 whole square plus c upon z minus 4 whole cube. Now we have to find the values of constant a, b and c, and for that we multiply this whole expression by z minus 4 whole cube. We multiply this whole expression by this denominator factor then we get in left hand side we have z square minus 8 only, equal to, here we have z minus, after multiplying this expression by z minus 4 whole cube, we have a into z minus 4 whole square, plus here we have b into z minus 4, plus here this expression is cancelled and we have c only. So after multiplying this whole expression by this denominator factor, we get this result. Now select z equal to 4, then this term is 0, and here we have 16 minus 8, so 8. So the value of c we get 8. So for z equal to 4 we get 8 equal to c. Now we select z equal to 1, then we get 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Here we have 1 minus 4, minus 3 square is 9, so 9a minus 3b plus c, and the value of c is 8. Simplifying this, we get this is minus 15, so we have dividing by 3, we get 3a minus b is equal to minus 5. Further we select z equal to minus 1. Then again we have minus 1 square is 1. So 1 minus 8 is minus 7. Here minus 5 square is 25. So 25a. Here minus 5b plus c. The value of c is 8. And this gives 25a minus 5b minus 15. And divide by 5, we get 5a minus b is equal to minus 3. So these two equations, we have simultaneous equation in a and b. So simplifying these two equations, we get the values of a and b. And finally, which gives the value of a is 1 and the value of b is 8. So we get a is 1, b is 8 and c is equal to 8. So putting the values of a, b, c in this expression, which is the value of u bar z upon z, we get u bar z upon z is equal to a upon z minus 4. The value of a is 1 plus b upon z minus 4 whole square. The value of b is 8 plus c upon z minus 4 whole cube, and the value of c is 8. So this we complete the partial fraction. Now we apply a trick in this expression. We separate this 8 upon z minus 4 whole square in two parts. First part is 1 upon z minus 4 whole square plus other part is 7 upon z minus 4 whole square. So we separate this expression in two parts, 7 upon z minus 4 whole square plus 1 upon z minus 4 whole square, which gives 8 upon z minus 4 whole square. And this is the technique we apply here to use the formula. So we get u bar z upon z is equal to 1 upon z minus 4 as it is. Here we write two parts, 7 upon z minus 4 whole square plus 1 upon z minus 4 whole square, which become 8 upon z minus 4 whole square plus 8 upon z minus 4 whole cube. Now we write u bar z upon z. These two terms we write as it is, 1 upon z minus 4, 1 upon z minus 4 plus this is 7 into 1 upon z minus 4 whole square. And here in these two terms we take z minus 4 whole cube LCM, then we get z minus 4 plus 8. Now this denominator z, 1 upon z, we transfer in right hand side, then we get value of u bar z. We further simplify this expression here, z minus 4 plus 8 is z plus 4, and now we transfer, we get u bar z is equal to z upon z minus 4 plus, here we have z upon z minus 4 whole square, z upon z minus 4 whole square. We multiply and divide by 4, then we get 7 by 4 into 4z upon z minus 4 whole square. To apply a particular formula, we multiply and divide this expression by 4. So 7 by 4 into 4z upon z minus 4 whole square. Plus here when we multiply by z, we get z square plus 4z. Z square plus 4z. Then further we multiply and divide by 4. Then we get 1 4. Then here we have 4z square plus 16z upon z minus 4 whole cube. Now we know that, now taking inverse z transform, we get inverse z transform of u bar z is inverse z transform of z upon z minus 4 plus 7 by 4 into inverse z transform of 4z upon z minus 4 whole square plus 1 by 4 into inverse z transform of 4z square plus 16z upon z minus 4 whole cube. Now, as we know, the inverse z transform of z upon z minus a is a power n. So here inverse z transform of z upon z minus a is 4. So we have 4 power n. Here inverse z transform of az upon z minus a whole square is a power n into n. So here we have the value of a is 4. 4z upon z minus 4 whole square. So its inverse z transform is 4 power n into n. And also inverse z transform of az square plus a square z upon z minus a whole cube is a power n into n square. So here the value of a is 4. 4z square plus 16z upon z minus 4 whole cube. So its inverse z transform is a power n, that is 4 power n into n square. So using these two formula, we get the inverse z transform of u bar z, which is un. Here we have z upon z minus a. So a is 4, so 4 power n plus 7 by 4 into this is 4, a is 4, 4z upon z minus 4 whole square. So we have 4 power n into n plus 1 by 4 into, here a is 4, a z square plus a square z upon z minus a whole cube. So we have a power n into n square, inverse z transform. So a is 4, so we have 4 power n into n square. So this is the required inverse z transform. And these two questions are very important and very technical. In next video, we will discuss convolution theorem to find inverse z transform. So see you in next video. Thank you.